What do rock bands and romantic relationships have in common? A lot, actually. What's up? I'm Little Loop, and today I'm going to be talking about the 7 stages of both a romantic relationship and a rock band. So, stage 1, I'm sure everybody knows, it's the honeymoon phase. This is the part where, if you're in a relationship, obviously, you think the other person's perfect, everything's wonderful, you're naming your kids, you're planning a future together, you think like you're gonna be together forever. In a rock band scenario, it's kind of like maybe you just met, you just started jamming and you're just hitting it off, you're vibing with these people. You feel like, yeah, we're gonna freaking take it to the top. You're planning for, playing at arenas and writing all these songs, and you got all these ideas for where the band's gonna go. You're thinking of names, you're thinking of logos, and you're making Facebook pages and stuff like that. So let's see these in action.
Okay, let's call it the Black Keys.
Taken.
The White Stripes?
Taken.
Midway Breakaway.
What is this, a truck stop?
Okay, how about we name it after myself?
Okay, it's not all about you.
What about 21 Pilots?
Why are they pilots and why does it have to be 21?
Because 9/11.
Guess what? I got a new kitty.
You got one of those silicone things that you put your...
Ew, what? No. I mean my new cat.
Oh, well, what are we gonna name it?
How about Binks?
Binks? That's from freaking Hocus Pocus. What do you think you are, Sarah Jessica Parker?
Okay, what about Salem?
Salem from Sabrina the Teenage Witch? You're not even a teenager.
Okay, so then what should we name him?
9/11.
Sorry, so phase 2 is what I would say is like when you start to notice differences. So in a romantic relationship, it's where maybe there's like pet peeves that you start to notice about the other person, or things that annoy you, or things that maybe you thought you would agree on that turns out you don't agree. And, at first you're like, it just kind of maybe bothers you a little bit, but you can work with it. In a band scenario, I mean, it could be a number of things. Like maybe you guys want to cover different genres of songs, or you guys have different playing styles, just little incompatibilities that you first are beginning to notice.
I know. Let's cover Candy by Robbie Williams.
We're a metalcore band. What are you talking about?
Oh, metal. Okay, let's do Sweet Child of Mine. Now get the people dancing.
I said metalcore.
Okay, fine. We'll cover Photograph by Nickelback. So, where do you want to eat?
I don't know. Where do you want to eat?
I asked you first.
Well, I asked you second.
How about the Krusty Krab?
No, that's Patrick.
Wait, what? Oh, that is Patrick. Okay, how about the Cup Chum Bucket?
Ew, no. Oh, I know. How about the Krusty Krab?
Okay, so by phase 3, we've reached like the power struggle phase. You are just totally disillusioned with the band or the relationship, whichever scenario you're in. And this is where you start trying to change each other. And both parties or people are trying to kind of fight for control of who gets to call the shots. So in a relationship scenario, maybe this is where like people start to be more vocal about the things that they don't like, and they start to say like, hey, you need to work on this, like I'm not okay with this, and they start trying to change each other. In a band scenario, this could be where like people start kind of fighting over like creative differences or like different visions for where they want to go. But at this point, you still feel like you can make it work if these changes are implemented.
How are we going to split these royalties?
I'm thinking 50-50 because it's only the 2 of us.
Well, you're forgetting I wrote most of this song.
Well, I wrote this part of the song, look. Therefore, I deserve 50%.
That was the exact same thing I wrote.
Whoa, I love our new house, but what are we going to do with the spare room?
I was thinking it could be a baby room.
Baby room? Ew. No, this could be my man cave. I can put my video games here, my Legos there, my action figures here.
Look, we're expecting soon, so I'm going to need you to grow up.
I don't want my man cave!
Either way, it'll be a baby room because you're already acting like one.
Now we're in stage 4, which is, I would say, full-blown crisis mode. You're like, these things are not happening the way I want them to. these changes are not being made. The power struggle is ongoing. You're both like trying to force each other into a box that you're not going to fit in. And at this point, it's like you get to like ultimatums, like this better change or else like I'm freaking done. And that can go for romantic relationships or bands. Like if you're in a band, this is the point where like, you know, maybe people start getting egos and they start trying to, things get nasty. They start getting in fights and getting real heated, really hostile, really uncomfortable, and it just gets more bitter overall.
I feel like my ideas aren't being valued here.
Bruh, you told us to play Nickelback and we got booed off stage.
Well, at least it made the audience stop fighting and come together.
That wasn't fighting, that was moshing.
Well, since I own 70% of the band, I think we should rename it to myself.
Wait, since when do you own 70%?
So what's it gonna be? Either me or this baby?
Why does that have to be a choice?
You always choose the baby over me! Why does it always have to be about him?
My baby! Oh. It's okay, Mama.
So people tend to either go back and forth between 3 and 4, but in my experience, you know, if it doesn't get resolved, it always just inevitably will lead to stage 5, which is the breakup. Obviously, you know, romantic relationships and bands, they break up. It happens. And I feel like no two breakups are ever the same. They can look different depending on the people involved.
I had enough of this band. I'm gonna go form my own band and call it Midway Breakaway.
Like that's gonna go anywhere beyond a truck stop. Have fun playing to lot lizards.
All right, I'm going out for cigarettes and milk. See you later.
So stage 6, I would say, is like the immediate post breakup. I think the way people respond in that immediate post breakup time period in that stage really reflects a lot about a person's character. This is the point where, you know, if there's a lot of like hostility or bitterness or resentment, I mean, that's going to come out. Like those people might, you know, they could get really nasty and really spiteful and very vindictive. And whether it's a romantic situation or a band, like they could go around just completely bashing whoever they were with to everybody they know. And if it's like a romantic relationship, you know, this is like where, or in both cases, I mean, really, you never know. Like, that's where like a lot of like false accusations could be made, or like people just start airing their dirty laundry just to, you know, drag somebody's reputation through the mud. Worst case, I mean, that's like if it ends very badly. In a band situation, I could see, for instance, you're trying not to get that band, if they still continue going on, you know, you might make sure they don't get booked or try to like take your songs. Like I'm thinking of like I guess some immediate examples that come to mind are like Metallica or Guns N' Roses, where it's like there's just so much hostility. They can't even be in the same room together, and there's just no chance of reconciliation. If it ended, you know, amicably, then, you know, there's probably still some hurt, some bitterness, and some feelings around it, but people, you know, are still capable of being respectful and parting ways amicably. It just depends on the situation.
Midway Breakaway is gonna be there. Oh, you don't want them. Their singer is a total egomaniac. You know, he wanted to name the band after himself.
22 Pilots? Dude, that guy fucking sucks. What, you're telling me they're not a guy? Then what was in me the other night? All right, time to get back out there. Let's see. Lonely guy, looking for love, non-smoker, never married, no kids, because I threw it out the balcony. They don't know that. Why did I type that in?
What's taking him so long? It shouldn't take 3 weeks to pick up cigarettes and milk.
So stage 7, the final stage, is acceptance. And this could take months to years, just depends, but eventually, inevitably, with enough time, they say time heals all wounds. People generally either are able to just continue their lives and go their separate ways, or you know, maybe they can learn to become friends again, and in some cases maybe reunite, get back together. When it comes to bands, I feel like if there's enough money involved, then, you know, they might reconsider burying the hatchet. But at some point they're able to make their peace in whatever way that looks like for them. So that's about all I got for this video. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to like and subscribe. And I'd also like to give a shout out to my friend Dante Dead for helping me with this video. I've got a link to his YouTube down in the description as well as the comments, so be sure to check out his videos too for more content like this.